Margaret was 78 when doctors told her she had 6 months to live. Her cancer had spread, and chemotherapy wasn't working. She felt defeated, ready to give up. But then something incredible happened that changed everything. Margaret's granddaughter brought her old comedy movies every day. At first, Margaret couldn't even smile. The pain was too much. But slowly, she started watching. First a chuckle, then a giggle, then full belly laughs that shook her whole body. 3 months later, Margaret went back to the doctor. The cancer had stopped spreading. 6 months later, it was shrinking. Today, 5 years later, Margaret is cancer-free and laughs every single day. Her doctors call it a miracle, but Margaret's story isn't unique. Thousands of seniors are discovering the same life-changing secret. Scientists now know that laughter isn't just fun. It's medicine. Real medicine that can save your life. What Margaret discovered isn't magic. It's science. And it's so simple that anyone can do it, starting today. Your doctor won't tell you this. The medical industry doesn't want you to know. But laughter might be the most powerful drug you'll ever take. Margaret's story proves what scientists have been studying for years. Laughter doesn't just make you feel better. It actually heals your body. Your immune system gets stronger. Your heart works better. Your brain stays sharp. Even chronic pain disappears right now. Hospitals across America are using laughter therapy. Doctors are prescribing comedy shows like medication. Insurance companies are paying for laughter classes because they save money on medical bills. This isn't some feel-good theory. This is hard science. But here's what's crazy. Most people over 50 laugh 15 times less than children. We've been taught that getting older means getting serious. We worry about our health, our money, our future. All that worry is actually making us sicker. The medical community has been hiding this truth for decades. They'd rather sell you expensive drugs than tell you about free medicine that works better. But I'm about to expose everything they don't want you to know. Think about your last doctor visit. How did you feel walking out? Worried? Scared? Confused by all the medical terms? You're not alone. Millions of seniors leave doctor offices feeling hopeless, carrying bags full of pills that cost more than groceries. But what if there was something else? Something that costs nothing but works better than most prescriptions? Something that makes you feel alive again instead of just surviving? That something is laughter. And it's been right in front of you all along. Remember when you were younger and laughed until your sides hurt? Remember how good that felt? That wasn't just fun. That was your body healing itself. Every laugh was medicine. Every smile was therapy. Every giggle was fighting off disease. We've been brainwashed to believe that getting older means accepting pain, loneliness, and decline. But what if everything we've been told is wrong? What if the fountain of youth isn't a place or a pill, but a simple act we can do anywhere, anytime, for free? The brain-changing power of laughter. Dr. Sarah Chun thought she was losing her mind. At 72, she couldn't remember her patients' names anymore. Simple words disappeared from her vocabulary. Her family started whispering about nursing homes. Sarah was a brilliant neurologist, but her own brain was failing her. Then Sarah discovered something that changed everything. She started watching her favorite comedian every morning before work. Not because she felt like it, but because she was desperate. Within 2 weeks, something incredible happened. Her memories started coming back. Sarah's brain scans told an amazing story. Before laughter therapy, her brain looked tired and dim. After just 1 month, new connections were lighting up like fireworks. Her neurologist colleagues couldn't believe it. They ran the tests 3 times to make sure. Here's what happens when you laugh. Your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals that repair damaged neurons. Dopamine floods your system, making new memories stick better. Serotonin calms anxiety that blocks clear thinking. Endorphins reduce inflammation that destroys brain cells. But here's the shocking part. 10 minutes of deep laughter creates the same brain activity as 30 minutes of intense exercise. Your brain doesn't know the difference between physical and mental workout. Laughter is like taking your brain to the gym. Scientists at Johns Hopkins studied 200 seniors for 5 years. Half watched comedy shows daily. Half watched the news. The comedy group scored 44% higher on memory tests. They learned new skills faster. They solved problems quicker. Their brains were literally younger. Sarah's story gets even better. She started a laughter club at her hospital. Other doctors joined. Nurses participated. Even patients began laughing. Together, the entire hospital atmosphere changed. Healing rates improved. Staff stress dropped. Medical errors decreased. Dr. Robert Butler from the National Institute on Aging says laughter rewires your brain for optimism. Pessimistic thoughts create stress hormones that kill brain cells. Laughter thoughts create growth hormones that build new brain cells. You're literally choosing your brain's future with every laugh. Sarah is now 76 and sharper than doctors half her age. She performs complex surgeries with steady hands. She remembers every patient's story. Her colleagues call her the miracle doctor. But Sarah knows the truth. The miracle isn't magic, it's medicine. Your brain is waiting for you to laugh. Every chuckle builds new pathways. Every giggle strengthens memory. Every belly laugh adds years to your mental life. The fountain of youth isn't a myth. It's been hiding in your sense of humor all along. Laughter, your body's natural pharmacy. Frank Martinez was dying. At 68, his immune system had shut down after chemotherapy. Every cold became pneumonia. Every cut became infected. His doctors gave him 3 months to live. Frank's wife Rosa was desperate. She'd already lost 2 husbands to cancer. Rosa remembered something her grandmother used to say, "Laughter is the best medicine." It sounded crazy, but Frank was dying anyway. So Rosa started telling him jokes. Bad jokes. Corny jokes. Jokes so terrible they were funny. Frank laughed despite himself. Something miraculous happened. Frank's white blood cell count started climbing. His infections cleared up. His energy returned. The oncologist was baffled. Frank's immune system was rebuilding itself from the inside out. The only thing that had changed was the laughter. Here's the science behind Frank's miracle. When you laugh, your body produces natural killer cells. These are your immune system's elite warriors. They hunt down cancer cells, viruses, and bacteria. One laughing session increases these cells by 27%. Your body becomes a fortress against disease. But it gets better. Deep belly laughter triggers the release of immunoglobulin. This is your body's first line of defense. It coats your respiratory system, blocking infections before they start. People who laugh daily get 40% fewer colds and flu. Dr. Lee Burke from Loma Linda University discovered something incredible. Just anticipating laughter boosts your immune system. Patients who knew they were going to watch a funny movie showed improved immune function before the movie even started. Hope itself is medicine. Frank's story has an amazing twist. He started visiting other cancer patients, sharing jokes and funny stories. Something incredible happened. Patients who laughed with Frank recovered faster. Their pain decreased. Their treatments worked better. Laughter was literally contagious healing. The Mayo Clinic now prescribes laughter therapy for cancer patients. They found that laughter reduces stress hormones by 70%. Stress hormones suppress your immune system. Remove the stress, and your body's natural healing kicks into overdrive. It's like removing the brakes from a race car. Frank is now 73 and cancer-free. He runs a comedy club for seniors. His immune system is stronger than people half his age. Blood tests show the immune profile of a 30-year-old. Frank discovered that laughter isn't just entertainment, it's survival. Your immune system is waiting for you to laugh. Every chuckle strengthens your defenses. Every giggle builds your resistance. Every belly laugh adds years to your life. The pharmacy inside your body is open 24 hours a day, and laughter is the key. The heart-healthy secret of laughter. Eleanor Williams was 74 when her heart stopped beating. She collapsed in her kitchen while making breakfast for her husband of 52 years. The paramedics shocked her heart back to life, but the damage was done. A cardiologist said she had maybe 6 months before the next heart attack killed her. Eleanor's daughter, Jenny, moved in to help. Jenny was a nurse who'd seen too many patients give up hope. She refused to let her mother become another statistic. Jenny knew something the doctors didn't talk about. She'd seen patients recover faster when they laughed. So she made a radical decision. Jenny turned Eleanor's bedroom into a comedy theater. She brought in funny movies, joke books, and even hired a clown to visit twice a week. Eleanor thought her daughter had lost her mind, but Jenny was desperate. She'd rather have a crazy mother than a dead one. The first week was hard. Eleanor's heart was too weak to laugh without pain. But slowly something changed. Her chest stopped hurting during giggles. Her breathing got easier during chuckles. Her face had color again after belly laughs. Jenny knew they were onto something big. Eleanor's next heart scan shocked everyone. Her heart function had improved by 30%. Her blood pressure dropped to normal for the first time in years. Her circulation was so good that her cold hands and feet were warm again. The cardiologist ran the tests twice, convinced the machine was broken. Here's what laughter does to your heart. When you laugh, your heart rate jumps like you're exercising. Then it drops below normal, giving your heart a complete rest. It's like interval training without the gym. Your heart gets stronger with every laugh session. But the real magic happens in your blood vessels. Laughter releases nitric oxide, a chemical that expands your arteries by 22%. Compare that to exercise, which only expands them by 19%. Your blood flows like a river instead of a trickle. Oxygen reaches every cell in your body. Dr. Michael Miller from the University of Maryland studied 300 people for 10 years. Those who laughed daily had 40% less heart disease. Their blood pressure was lower. Their cholesterol was better. Their hearts were literally younger than people who rarely laughed. Eleanor is now 78 and healthier than most 50-year-olds. She leads a laughter club at her church. Her heart is so strong that she goes dancing twice a week. Her cardiologist calls her his miracle patient. But Eleanor knows the truth. Miracles aren't magic. They're medicine. Your heart is waiting for you to laugh. Every chuckle strengthens your cardiac muscle. Every giggle improves your circulation. Every belly laugh adds beats to your life. The fountain of youth isn't water, it's laughter, and it's flowing through your cardiovascular system right now. The social connection that extends life. Harold Peterson was the loneliest man in Cedar Falls. At 81, he hadn't spoken to another human being in 3 weeks. His wife had died 2 years ago. His kids lived across the country. Harold spent his days watching television and waiting to die. His doctor said isolation was killing him faster than any disease. Harold's neighbor, Mrs. Garcia, noticed he never came outside anymore. She'd moved from Mexico 5 years ago and barely spoke English, but she understood loneliness. It sounds the same in every language. Mrs. Garcia decided to do something that would change both their lives forever. Every morning, Mrs. Garcia knocked on Harold's door with terrible jokes translated from Spanish. Her English was broken, but her timing was perfect. Harold couldn't help but laugh at her mispronunciations. She called him Harry instead of Harold. She mixed up words in the funniest ways. Her laughter was so infectious that Harold forgot to be sad. Something amazing happened. Harold started looking forward to Mrs. Garcia's visits. He began learning Spanish words to tell her jokes back. They couldn't communicate perfectly, but they could laugh together. Language barriers disappeared. When they shared humor, their friendship bloomed without many words. Harold's health transformed within months. His blood pressure dropped. His appetite returned. His energy came back. His doctor was amazed. Harold's blood work showed the biological markers of someone 20 years younger. The only thing that had changed was the daily laughter with Mrs. Garcia. Here's the science behind their miracle. When you laugh with others, your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This chemical reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens your immune system. Shared laughter creates deeper connections than conversation ever could. But here's the shocking truth. Loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Isolated seniors die 7 years earlier than socially connected ones. But people who laugh with others regularly live longer, healthier lives. Community laughter is life insurance. Dr. Robin Dunbar from Oxford University discovered something incredible. Group laughter releases more endorphins than solo laughter. When people laugh together, their pain tolerance increases by 40%. They feel less physical and emotional pain. Laughter groups become healing circles. Harold and Mrs. Garcia started a neighborhood laughter club. Every Wednesday, seniors gathered in Harold's backyard to share jokes and stories. The group grew from 2 people to 20. Hospital visits decreased. Depression rates dropped. The entire neighborhood got healthier through shared laughter. Harold is now 84 and busier than most teenagers. He organizes community events, teaches English to immigrants, and visits lonely seniors. Mrs. Garcia became his best friend and surrogate. Daughter, they proved that laughter doesn't just heal individuals. It heals communities. Connection isn't just nice to have. It's necessary for survival. The daily laughter prescription. Dr. Amanda Torres was about to quit medicine. After 30 years as a family doctor, she was burned out. Her patients were sicker than ever. Depression rates were skyrocketing. Pain medications weren't working. Amanda felt like she was prescribing Band-Aids for broken bones. Then she discovered something that changed everything. Amanda's 89-year-old patient, Ruby Chun, was dying from multiple illnesses: diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, and depression had made Ruby's life miserable. She took 17 different medications daily. Nothing helped. Ruby begged Amanda to just let her die peacefully. Amanda's heart was breaking. Then Ruby's great-granddaughter moved in. This teenager did something radical. She forced Ruby to watch funny cat videos every morning. Ruby protested at first. She was too sick to laugh. But slowly, something incredible happened. Ruby started smiling, then chuckling, then laughing until tears streamed down her face. Within 6 weeks, Ruby was transformed. Her blood sugar stabilized. Her heart rhythm improved. Her arthritis pain decreased. Her depression lifted. Amanda was stunned. Ruby looked 20 years younger. Her blood work showed the biological markers of someone half her age. The only thing that had changed was daily laughter. Amanda decided to conduct an experiment. She prescribed laughter to 50 of her sickest patients. Not as a joke, but as real medicine. She gave them specific instructions. Watch something funny for 15 minutes every morning. Take it as seriously as any prescription. The results shocked the medical community. Patients' hospital visits dropped by 60%. Emergency room trips decreased by 40%. Prescription drug use fell by 30%. Insurance companies started paying attention. Healing rates improved across every condition. Amanda's patients were getting better faster than anyone expected. The secret wasn't more medicine, it was more laughter. But here's what Amanda discovered about the right kind of laughter. Not all laughter is created equal. Polite social laughter doesn't trigger healing. Fake laughter works, but real belly laughter works better. You need the kind that makes you slightly out of breath. Your diaphragm must engage. Your whole body must participate. Amanda created the Laughter Prescription Protocol. 15 minutes of deep belly laughter daily. Find your personal comedy triggers. Schedule laughter like you schedule meals. Track your mood and energy levels. Treat laughter like medicine, because it is medicine. Our patients followed this protocol religiously. The medical establishment initially rejected Amanda's findings. Laughter therapy seemed too simple, too cheap, too good to be true. But the results were undeniable. Amanda's patients were living longer, healthier lives. Other doctors started adopting her protocol. Hospitals began offering laughter therapy programs. Amanda revolutionized medicine by rediscovering ancient wisdom. Ruby lived to 94, laughing every day until her peaceful death. Amanda's laughter prescription is now used by doctors worldwide. She proved that the best medicine isn't always the most expensive. Sometimes the most powerful drug is completely free. Your life-changing action plan. Margaret, Sarah, Frank, Eleanor, and Harold were all facing death. They found life through laughter. Ruby transformed from dying to thriving. Dr. Amanda revolutionized medicine. These aren't fairy tales. They're proof that you have the power to heal yourself starting today. Your prescription is simple. 15 minutes of belly laughter daily. Find what makes you genuinely laugh until you're breathless. Schedule it like you schedule meals. Track your energy and mood. Take it as seriously as any medication. Your body will thank you with better health, sharper thinking, and longer life. But here's your real challenge. Stop waiting for permission to be happy. Stop believing that aging means suffering. Stop accepting that decline is inevitable. You have a pharmacy inside your body that's open 24 hours a day. Laughter is the key that unlocks healing you never knew existed. Share this video with someone who needs hope. Hit that like button if you're ready to transform your health through laughter. Subscribe if you want to discover more secrets the medical industry doesn't want you to know. Leave a comment telling me about the last time you laughed until you cried. Most importantly, go laugh today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, your future self will thank you. Your family will benefit. Your community will heal. The fountain of youth isn't a myth. It's been hiding in your sense of humor all along. Now go find it.